Hello. Hi, everybody. I am Heidi Mazur. I am the webmaster for Women's Power Networking. So I thank you for joining us today. Let's see here.
Heidi, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
I think, okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Just a minute. My screen, something happened with my screen. It just kind of minimized itself while I was talking. Okay, here we go. Okay, so anyway, I am a software developer by profession, and I am an independent distributor for Young Living Essential Oils, and these businesses I promote within Women's Power Networking. So today we're going to be talking about the website, womenspowernetworking.com, and some of the SEO. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, my screen share is not working. Full screen, start screen share. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe not. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, Marilyn, can you see my screen of LinkedIn?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you.
I can see it.
Okay, sorry. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the website. For those of you who are members, there is, once you sign into the website, there is a members only area, and it has documents in there that you can look at. One of the documents is how to utilize the WPN websites to promote yourself and others. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. One of the things that we really would like for you to do is to really just get your name out there. That means, you know, commenting on things, blogging, doing all this social media. That way the SEO can pick it up. So if you are on the womenspower.networking.com website, and on the scroll all the way down close to the middle, there's a latest activities section, and this is where you can start writing things, anything you want. Just get your name on there, because what's going to happen is when people start searching for your name, activity is going to show up. And if you go to someone's profile page, for example, mine, there are a couple different things that you can do. Once you are logged in to your account, this will say a text box, and this is where you can actually modify this particular text box to anything you want about your business. I just added here. Quite a few ladies have already taken advantage of that. You could add pictures in here. It's all HTML, and all you have to do is just click on edit, and you can just write whatever you want and hit HTML and do whatever you need there if you're familiar with HTML. That's a great way to maybe show some of your work that you do within your business, or explain a little bit more. By default, if I scroll down a little bit here, by default, the latest activity is at the very top. And we want you to move the latest activity all the way down. So all you have to do is just hover over any section title, any of them, especially the latest activity, until you get the cursor that has 4 arrows. Then you left click on it and you can drag and drop it wherever you want. So see, now my blog is at the end, and so if I hover over it to the 4 arrows, click on it, drag and drop all the way down, now the latest activity is at the end. The reason is because we want your profile information and this extra text box to be at the very top, so people don't have to scroll all the way down to find out about your business, especially people who are viewing our website on their cell phones and tablets and iPads and all that. They have a smaller screen, so we really need to make sure everybody's profile information is at the top. And here again, you can see I put all of my links here, and all you have to do is just click on edit and start writing HTML stuff in here if you want to, right here. So if you're good at HTML, you can do that as well. Let's see here. Let's get back to the page. Let's see here. It's great. It's a great idea to go ahead and add as many people as you can in the Women's Power Network as your friends. That way you can invite them to events and things like that, and people will see you. See, I can see all of these people, and so if I hover over, different people's names, I can actually see who they are, and if I click it, then I can easily go to their profile. So it's a great way to publicize yourself if you are friends with other people. I'm in quite a few different chapters. Chapters really on this website is not only our chapters, but we have special groups. So that's just what that is. And these are things that you can move around on your profile page. Like I could put it right here in the middle and it'll be big. But it's really not super important to me, so then I just kind of put it over here on the left to make it a little bit smaller. So you can see the 1/3 section and the 2/3 section here. Comments. Please comment on everything. If you hear a great speaker that came to your chapter, write a comment on their wall saying, hey, I really liked your speech. I really learned a lot from your business and what you had to say, and that's a great way to send feedback to everybody. And another great thing is to add photos. It's so easy to add photos, and I've added 57 photos, and you really want to make sure that your photos have descriptions on all of them, because SEO will only look at that text file. I mean the text of the picture. It won't look at the name of the JPEG that you're uploading or the content inside of your photo. So please make sure you do that, and it'll pick it up.
Wait, Heidi, make sure you do what? You comment?
Oh, comment, yeah. So when you add a photo, so if you go in here and click Add Photo, and you upload one. I don't have one to share at the moment, but when you click to add a photo and you bring it in, it'll say fill out a description of the photo. And just write some keywords, short keywords about the photo, like a product you're selling or a service that you're offering. And okay, so the blog. There are Women's Power Networking has a blog feature within their website, and it's really nice, and it's super easy, super easy to do. I'll get to the comments in just a minute here, but anyway, you can also bring in, apparently I have a problem here. I didn't know that until just now. But anyway, you can actually, I have a blog that I write that is on a different website, and all I have to do is just bring it in. I just have this Alt = RSS, and we can bring in your blog right here, so it'll automatically come here to your profile
What do
page.
you mean by bringing it, Heidi? Explain what you mean by bringing it in.
Yeah, I wish this worked. I don't know why it doesn't work. This is the first time I saw that it didn't work. Basically, what happens is if I write a blog on blogspot.com, let's say, the only way that I could really see it is to go onto blogspot. My blog website and actually see it. There is a special URL you can see right here, and this usually is the same way for a lot of the other blogs, like even WordPress. It has this ALT equals RSS. That is really your URL. So what it does is it takes all of your blogs that you wrote and it will import it into this particular section that I have right here on my profile page. So automatically. So anytime I write a blog, it will automatically update this little section here. And I'm sorry I can't show you because there's a problem with it, but it'll list like the top 20 or the last 20 blogs that I wrote.
Okay, so that's something that you can fix, right?
Yeah, I have to. Maybe this got changed and I didn't know about it. Not really sure, but I haven't edited this in a long time, so I'm not quite sure what the problem is.
That would be the RSS feed.
Yeah, the RSS feed, exactly.
Okay.
And for those of you who haven't set it up, it's probably here somewhere. It'll say RSS feed where it says like my discussion. So you just got to click on edit and then edit here. Edit that URL. That's the most important thing is right here.
Okay, so we could look into that and see what's wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I just have to figure it out. But anyway, it would have a list of things right here that I blogged on my blogspot.com. And that is different. That RSS feed is different than my blog on the WPN website. My blog is this will go to all of the WPN people. So, so for example, if you write a blog, let me get back to the front page, the landing page right here. If you write a blog, you see this blog post. We have, it's just a scrolling blog post area for anybody in the WPN network writing blogs. So it'll probably have the last, looks like 10 or 15 blogs. And you see how these people, the first few sentences, this is just really a thumbnail view of your blog. So this is a great way to promote your blog on the WPN website. And the first few sentences really needs to be eye-catching because that's what people see here in the thumbnail. Or maybe a really nice picture. And then you can always hit the continue button here to actually get to her blog. So she wrote a long one right here. That was the continue. It just kind of opened it up. But I could just click on the link and get to her blog this way. So it's really neat.
Heidi, so whatever the first few lines are of somebody's blog is what's going to appear in that role.
Yes. Yes.
And how does the picture appear there?
So like if we take this person's blog, see, she inserted a picture in her blog. She wrote it. She added it in. So it just kind of does it automatically in the thumbnail. And so it's very important that you have something eye-catching at the beginning of your blog.
Okay. And anybody can add pictures to their blog. I mean, when you look at the layout of the page, it's, you can see where you can add photos. It's right there.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think, let me just say to everybody who's listening, and Heidi, I'm sorry to interrupt, but just like Heidi said about commenting on your own pictures, because that's what the SEO is looking for. That's what SEO is, and it's looking for that. and Dory mentioned this in the comment stream, be kind and come here. I don't care if there's 5 of you listening right now or 50. It doesn't matter. If you make a point of, a couple of times a week, coming to the website, commenting on somebody's picture, commenting on somebody's blog, it really makes a difference. And you will get that back in return. So if you're uploading video, everybody take a look at these things and make sure you like it, you comment, and you share, because that's what's going to make this so vibrant. It's all here. All we have to do is use it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more, definitely. And take a look at the most active members. You got Tara, Leslie, Dory, and not sure how to pronounce her name, Ela. And so if we click on View All, okay, so we have the top 4 members here. This is really great. So this is a rolling list of members here, and that is done automatically from the website. So these people are writing blogs, they're writing comments. What else do they do? I don't know. Lots of things. So it's really great to see. And this changes every day. In fact, I'm not quite sure how often it changes, but I know it changes quite often. So that's really important.
All right, hold on a minute.
Yes.
We have some comments I think that we should address.
Okay.
And I want to be clear about these comments because I may not understand what you're asking for, but let's see. Marlene Becker said, and Marlene, feel free to, to add whatever you want to this once I answer it, or if I try to answer it. I'm really new at this. Is that also where we share about what we do? Well, you share about what you do in your bio, and certainly photographs can indicate and speak about what you do. So let's talk about Miss Belly Dancer. She's going to show photographs of her belly dancing. That's going to show what she does. I'm sure if you look at Heidi's, it's going to show what she does. So that's what you do want to show your videos. You do want to show your pictures. In your bio, you want to talk about who you are. If in your blog, it's no different than doing it 10 minutes. If you're talking about something that you're, whatever you're writing about, you can always allude to what you do. There's nothing wrong with promoting yourself from your heart. If you spam people, if you are in their face too much, they won't like that. But we're all here to enhance each other's lives, businesses, including our own. So you certainly do want to reach out and share what you do and talk about it. And it's perfectly fine. We want you to do that. We just want you to do it in good taste. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Anne brought up a really good point about, copyrighted photos. Whoops, sorry, not Anne. Dory. And so, yeah, she's exactly right. Make sure you have permission to use those copyrighted photos. And if you don't use them. It's that simple. So, yeah. So that sounds good. Any other questions before we kind of move on a little bit further?
Okay, I don't know that much about using photos that are copyrighted or whatever, but a lot of times you'll use photos and with the, I don't know, what do you call it, Heidi, where they come from? It's already there.
Stock photos?
Well, stock or wherever the photo is from. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or right, but I pick up photos all the time, and I reshare them, and the original, wherever they are originally from, automatically pops up.
Sure.
So I don't know if that's right or wrong.
I don't know. I can't say either. I'm sure it's fine, but I am not the official word on that.
Okay. All right. Well, we can look into that too. But I just take pictures all the time, and people want you to share their photographs, and they have watermarks. They have all kinds of things that designate that photo is theirs. So it's not as much of an issue, I don't think, as it used to be. But Dory, if you know better, let us know, because we rely on each other's knowing. We all don't know everything, so I'm curious. All right, Heidi, I'll let you keep going.
No, that's fine. Yep, and take a look at the leadership team for Women's Power Networking. We have some great ladies here that are doing lots of work for us. So just take a look at that page. Just wanted to give kudos to all those ladies. Coffee and contacts. We just want to make sure that you all know that we are growing as Women's Power Networking. We have lots of chapters, new chapters, and the list is growing bigger every month. We're getting into some new states. We have a new virtual chapter. That means that anybody in the world can join us. If you're interested in visiting us, please do. And then, speakers. We want all of the WPN members to go ahead and do 10-minute speeches at any or all, if you can, all of the different chapters. And if you can't do a physical chapter, like let's say you live in North Carolina and you want to do something in Pennsylvania, well, why don't you ask the organizer for that particular chapter if you can set up a video. There's lots of different things that we can use, lots of freeware, things that, Skype is good too. So we can do that and get yourself out there, promote yourself, talk to all these chapters. And, the virtual chapter is another great chapter for you to just come in and join in and give us a talk about something about your business or something you want to talk about. That's another great way to promote. And, we try to do the best that we can, helping to promote you guys, all the WPN members, especially in the social media aspect of it. Let's see here. Just want to say on the happenings page, let's see here. If you have something that you would like to share with us, please do. This in the news here, this rotates. So this is not a static page, and we have lots of different things going on in the news. So just tell the admin what's going on, and we'd be happy to put something up there for you. Events. We do like for you guys to create events. Let's see. We put all of the WPN main events on there. We do not list our chapter meetings because otherwise it'll just bog everything down. But if you have an individual business event that you would like to get publicized, go ahead and add it here. And go ahead and add it to the Meetup group as well. But it's all dependent upon your organizer, so just make sure it's okay with your organizer. So if you're having, right?
It's okay for any member to, it's not just up to the organizers. It is perfectly okay for any member, a member of WPN, to market themselves in the meetups. That is perfectly okay. There is you can sponsor something there. That is perfectly okay. What we don't want is for non-WPN members to do that. So just anybody that's a member of Meetup, no. But any one of our members can go ahead and market themselves in the Meetup. That's perfectly fine. We want you to do that.
Yeah.
Well, now when you put events in on the website, Heidi has it set up so that it has to be approved. And that doesn't mean we read it and go over it. We just want to make sure that it's a member putting it up there. So when you create an event, you know, I'm going to see it, or Heidi will see it, or Chris will see it, or maybe Ann, and we can approve them just knowing, you know, because we know that you're a member, but we don't want just anybody doing it. But you certainly can mark it all you want in the Meetup. Just do it, again, respectfully. Don't spam anybody, because then that'll defeat your purpose.
Right, agree.
Sorry, Heidi.
And no, that's fine. And you know, when you create an event on the WPN network website, it does not update Meetup and vice versa. You have to do it in two different places. And what's really important when you're creating an event, and this is same goes for the blogs, you see all the event types. Look at all the event types. You have to make sure, like, what is 5 or what is on? What does that really mean? You know, so when you have multiple words, you need to make sure you enclose them in double quotes. So we don't have and or something, you know, obscure like that. So we need to make sure, or our. So we need to make sure that all the words are grouped together. So just like this executive roundtable, this particular person put executive space roundtable enclosed in double quotes, so it sticks together. If she did not put double quotes around the whole thing, it would list executive singly here and roundtable singly down here.
Can you put a little cheat sheet together about something like that, or a couple of items? That would be great, because I've never heard this, so this is new to me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if I have it on here. No, I don't, but I will. I'll add it. I'll add it to this how to utilize the WPN website's document and the members only in the near future. I'll do that, so we make sure we do that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, so just answering Ann's question, blogs are definitely to share information with others in your areas of expertise, definitely. It is not saying, oh, this is for sale, please buy this or something, or we're offering a special. No, it's about something. So the content, you know, is not really to promote it, it's just sharing the content. People will know who wrote it. People will know that you have a website, you know, profile, and they'll go to your websites automatically, no problem. And your profile page is definitely more about your business. And there may be a little bit personal information. The profile questions are set up so that we know a little bit more about you. So it's really great that we can do that.
And then let me just also say, and let me just tell you all up front, I'm sorry, but I have to interrupt so you all have all the best information possible. But your photographs, your head is a headshot. It is not a logo. It is not a personal picture. It is not a quote. And I love quotes. But what we're asking for you in this regard for your profile is a headshot. It is not a picture of your children, as much as I love children. So I've seen a couple today that were not a professional headshot, and I'm not asking for, it doesn't have to be done by a photographer. It just needs to be a professional shot of the member, just a good shot of you. So I've gone ahead today and I've seen a couple that were not right, and I just replaced them with the Women's Power Networking flower. So if by chance you see somebody, either in your chapter, I know there might be organizers listening, members are listening. So, just share this information with the members in your chapter. This Hangout, the link will be on YouTube. We'll send it around so people who couldn't see it can watch the taped show of this, which is great. But you really want to let people know about these things. So we say this all the time about these profile pictures, but sometimes, it gets misunderstood. So I've gone ahead, and Heidi's showing you right now, I've gone ahead and replaced some people's photographs with this flower. If you have problems uploading something, all you have to do is ask. and I'm sure that there's others here that that we need to go through and and pick out. But is this a professional network? It's so we want to make sure that those pictures are right. So if you see those, that's why, and just share this information. Okie dokie.
Sounds great. Okay. Well, so anything else that we have on the WPN website that we would like to talk about? Okay, so we have a question. Yes, you can post events for your business on the WPN site and do special offers. So same with Meetup. Okay, so if you're having a party, you're hosting a party, and you want to invite your WPN friends, absolutely. Or if you're doing a talk somewhere and you'd like to invite people, absolutely. Do it on the WPN website in the happenings events section, and then also on the Meetup. Now, not every member within the Meetup has permissions to go ahead and add events. You do have to talk to your organizer or the event director and go ahead and add it that way. Totally fine. And you can also do special offers. I am looking, what am I looking for? I am looking for classifieds. Where did we stick the classifieds? Or did we get rid of it? Okay, I don't see it.
You don't see it? I think you got rid of it.
I could have sworn we had classifieds up here somewhere.
I thought we did. I didn't think we got rid of it.
Okay, well, not really sure. But anyway, we did have a classified section at one point where you could do special offers. I do want to point out another great way to publicize is, and I've edited these to be private emails, so if you're a member, you can log on and go into this document in the members only document to get the real email address. Go ahead and every Sunday you can advertise with our Google groups. You are not automatically added to the Google groups, the WPN Google groups account. You have to be invited, or you have to request to be invited, and somebody will approve you. And what that will do is, all you have to do is just, once you're approved, you just, on Sundays, you send out an email about what you would like to advertise or talk about. Maybe it's a blog you want to promote or an upcoming event, anything. Just go ahead and send it, and you send it to this Google Groups email address, and it'll disperse it to everybody who signed up for it. So that's another great way to promote your business.
Yeah, and we don't take people off of the list once they're not a member. So that list is populated with current members and former members. So you have to want to be on that list to go there. And we don't just put you there. So whoever's on that list knows that they get to promote and they get to be promoted too. So keep that in mind. That's a list of, could be 100, 200, 300 people, I don't know, 400 people. I have no idea. And it's just people who are okay with being promoted to and who are okay promoting. So keep that in mind. And Meg Russell helps to monitor that. So if you have any problems, we can certainly connect you with that as well. I just want to make a point of what Heidi said earlier about speaking at chapters. It's really important to get around and speak. And as she said, if you want to speak at chapters that are not local to wherever you are, that is not a problem. Everybody is welcoming you to speak. So you can come in on Skype. We can even set up a hangout. I mean, there's so many ways of doing things that we want to keep our fingers out there, and we want to keep ourselves really aware of all of these. So by all means, if you have a question about any of this, let us know. But that is a huge benefit, is to be able to speak. I know Dory is here, and I know she just spoke for the Wilmington chapter, and I heard they loved her and wanted her to come back again, and she wasn't even there. She did it on Skype. So, kudos to you, Dory, and anybody else who's, doing that. And if you don't get speakers, come up with some great topics. People love to talk, and they love to discuss things, and together we're the experts. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to have the Facebook expert or the LinkedIn expert. Together, we know enough to fill up plenty of time. And that's all, and we're a wealth of knowledge. So use each other.
Yeah, definitely. And Anne reminded me that you can, yeah, just one real quick comment. Yeah. Dory said, yes, you can definitely speak via Skype. I've done it many times with other chapters. It's great. And you get to, if you can't make the actual physical meeting, you just do it via Skype. It works out great. So, so a little bit about the Meetup site. There's an area where you could put perks. So why not promote your business? We have a few here on our virtual chapter. It's really great. It's another great way to promote your business. And then just wanted to show with the calendar, you can, if we go back, you can definitely see that we have a couple different things going on here. Yeah, I do online webinars with my essential oils. So I've put it on the Meetup calendar, I put it on the WPN website, and we use the Zoom platform, which is what the virtual chapter uses. I'm not going to talk about that today, but I will talk about it at the next boot camp. It's a video conferencing software, and it's really nice. We really like it. So so anyway, so that's anything else on Meetup? Oh yes, actually on Meetup, we have a lot of professionals. Like we have 73 people on our Meetup site, and unless you request to be removed from the Meetup group, you will forever be there. And guess what? When you send out things like online webinars, or events, guess who's going to see it? Everybody in your Meetup group. All 73 people here in this virtual chapter is going to see it. Not just the main WPN members. Most of these people are either WPN members of other chapters, or they're not WPN members at all.
Let me also say that, me included, I think sometimes I forget about the WPN website or the Meetup. And if you think about it, we might have 350, 400 people on the website, 500 people, I don't know. Meetup is a wealth of people. So it really behooves us all to pay more attention to our own website and to use it. We could go out on Facebook and we can do all these things, but we have a really great network right here to use. And just also want to mention the Facebook group page, the WPN Facebook group page has like almost 1,300 people in it. And every week people are joining it. So feel free to go there as well, and again, in good taste, promote yourself. Share pictures, ask a question, comment on somebody else's question. I mean, everybody gets to do that. And here too, if you're listening and you are not a Google Plus person, we'll talk about Google Plus in depth at another hangout, but it's a really good thing to do. So join our Google Plus page here, populate the information, share stuff, put pictures, talk about what you're doing like you would do anywhere. And I promise you, you will rise up in the SEO and what Google is looking for by coming onto Google Plus. And we want to, one of the things is we've gotten a lot of new members in the last couple of months, as Heidi indicated, and we have a lot of renewals. And we've always said we want to give more education. And it's exactly what we want to give you, what we each want. We all want to learn and get better and better at our game. So be on the lookout for more of these types of things to pop up. We're going to do them more about, the website, and we might change some things on the website, so we're going to have to know about it. We're going to do one with Misty's going to do one on Meetup. Heidi will do another one talking about the Zoom platform because it's something that we will allow people to use. There's so many things that we could do these little hangouts about, and so that we all can just, learn more from each other. So I'm like all over it. So if you have a particular need of some sort that you would like to see us do, if you have something you want to learn, let us know. Send Chris a note, send us a note, me. We want to be able to give you what you want. And then Ann is listening too, and Ann is our membership director now, and she's going to be, putting things out there and sharing things and asking for your input. So, we can only do what we can do. If the more we know from you, the better it is. So, here's our Facebook page.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, okay. So we have a Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel, YouTube page, and we have lots of different channels. This is a great way to go ahead and promote your videos. And if you are regularly speaking and doing videos, we have several members here who have channels underneath the WPN account. And you can easily hit subscribe to all of these different members here. So just talk to the admin and see about getting a channel here if you want to add yourself right here on this list. So that'd be a great way to promote yourself as well. We have a Twitter account. This is great. We have lots of different people following us, and it's a great way to share. We can see the different profiles on our Twitter account of people. And I think Twitter does send out emails suggesting different things about the different people that you're following. So lots of these social media will actually promote you in some way. LinkedIn is another great way to promote yourself. We have 310 members here, but I guess, okay, I'm going to pick on Leslie here. So if I click on her link, right here, they just changed how this looks and feels, and it's really, really cool. So we have, how is Leslie connected to me? So we have, she's on our first pass, and it's, I wonder if we could see, we have first, let's see if I have somebody in here. I guess I'm connected with a lot of people here, but at any rate, I don't have a good example, but there are different levels of connection. So if I'm friends with, if I become friends with, if I'm looking at somebody's profile, I'll see how they are connected to me through my connections. So you could have like 6 tiers or 6 levels of connection. So it's really neat to see how you are connected with everybody in the group. And of course, Google Plus. This is going to be a big one. So I hate to say it, but it's really like, it's a lot like WPN in many, I'm sorry, not WPN, Facebook in many ways. It has posts that you could do, but the best, and you can have circles. You could add people to circles. So we'll do another boot camp just on Google Plus. There's lots of things to talk about. Just know that we do Google Hangouts on air, and it's really easy. So for those of you who have a Google Plus account, come follow us. Women's Power Networking. We want to see you added to our circles.
Let's see. Dory is asking what our Twitter handle is. I don't remember it off. Do you know what it is, Heidi?
Yep, I have that information right here. It is WPN World.
There you go. WPN World.
Yep, and all this, I have to add Google Plus, but everything else is located in that members only documents area. This particular document with all of our social meetup. So it's got a lot of great information if you forgot it or need to look something up. So
Heidi, you're so good at that. It's fulfilling those needs. I didn't even thought about it, but that's wonderful. So there's this. Heidi mentioned it in the beginning of the hangout, but let's reiterate that there is a section for members only that holds so many documents you can't even imagine. If we thought about it, Heidi created a document for it. And pardon me, my hair is a mess today, but anyway.
I'm sorry.
So there's a document for cocktail and contacts. There's a document for everything under this area, and if there isn't one, Heidi will create it. So there's all kinds of information. Go look there. If you don't see it there, let us know, but go ahead and look. And then there's another area for organizers that you can look up certain things as well. So there's PowerPoints, there's all kinds of forms if you need something. There's copies of postcards, of business cards. There's a bunch of things there. So look it up and see what you want to use. And we're only going to do this more and more and more and more. And especially with the technology the way it is, we can make it really easy on ourselves to just keep doing these kinds of things about a lot of things. So just be on the lookout. Heidi, did you have more to discuss?
Oh, I'll just go over a little bit about SEO real quick, just in general. So I am done with the WPN specific stuff. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that's good. I mean, we've been talking for about an hour. I've been talking. No, just give a little bit of just about the SEO and how things have switched and what SEO means to somebody who might not know what it is.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm trying to share my Word document, but it's not looking... It's looking really weird. I don't know. This share screen is not working.
But don't worry about it. Just tell what it is.
Okay, there we go. Okay, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Search engine.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So here it is. You know what? Maybe I should put this in the members only area too. So basically, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it really is a way to figure out who is the top ranking websites, if you will, with the results on your search engine. It's based off of a lot of things, and all the different search engines that we have, Google and Bing. There's plenty of other ones I'm not even commenting on, but they all have their own formula. It's huge formula, and things change. Every so many months, something will change in their formula of who's going to be the most top ranked. So you really need to keep on it, and if you just do the basic stuff, you'll be on a search result page, hopefully the first one, but there's plenty of, there's millions of websites out there, and it's going to be really tough to compete with a lot of people if you have a common name. And name meaning like either like Heidi Mazur, or Amy Johnson, or something like that, or the name of your business. If, like, for example, I was trying to look up something that had to do with the word fans, fan-based. It's a software application, and I couldn't find it. And so you really need to come up with something unique. When you create your own website, it's always a great idea to create one. At the very, very least, go with, I'm just going to name something. I'm not promoting it per se. It's just a very easy example. I'm sure most of you have already heard GoDaddy. That's where you can buy your domain name. That's where you can have their software, where it's a great way to what you see is what you get type of a editor. So you can go ahead and at least do that. Get something up there. And it's great if you have it on business cards, because then you could just put that URL right there, and they have a great wealth of information on your website.
Heidi, Heidi, let me make a suggestion too. Maybe SEO is its own boot camp, like its own hangout. Maybe sometime we can spend like a half hour talking about SEO.
Yeah.
And the highlights. And my computer is going to die in a minute, so I'm gonna get off. But let me just say, the SEO is changing now. It's not just about a word. It's about a concept. It's about a sentence. So when you are playing with SEO, it's not about just one word now, because people are really searching by a whole sentence. So think about what you're doing and how are you going to be found, and including your blog. Don't just pick out one word. Pick out a sentence. Describe it, and use that information continuously in everything that you do. Okay, I'm going to have to get off, and I'm going to leave it to you, Heidi.
All right. Thank you very much, Marilyn.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.
Bye. Okay, well, here are, some top 13 things that you can do at the very least. And this is in no way a guarantee that you'll be on the first page, but definitely something that you can do. Yeah, I agree with you too, Dory. It will take an entire Google Hangout to explain SEO, and I am just not prepared to do that in 8 minutes. So anyway, we'll do that another day. But anyway, just to give you a brief overview of the SEO part of it. And so does anybody have any other questions at all? Go ahead and add them to the comment section of our Google Hangout. I'll be here for another few more minutes, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Otherwise, we're going to close with this boot camp here, and we will look forward to doing another one in the future sometime. And if you have specific topics, I'd be happy to do something on those topics. Ashley Thompson is our webmaster assistant, and she is just as knowledgeable. So we have a great team here at WPN, and don't forget, just wanted to make a mention to those who are photographers in the WPN network. Get your advertisements out so we can go ahead and get those great headshots and give you some business. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, any more questions? I don't see any more. And let's see if I can get back to the Google page here. Okay, well, I am going to end this boot camp officially. Yes, Anne, I will definitely post the SEO document in the members only section. I thank you very much, and I will talk to you all later. We'll do another hangout at another day. Thank you so much. Now I need to stop this. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.